Moderation is a really poor choice. It's like having only one foot stuck in a bear trap, but pretending that you're free. People delude themselves all the time that this is a great choice because it's the way that they feel they can eat their cake and have it too. So they think. It's how they believe other people drink. Normal people drink normal amounts of alcohol and act normally afterwards. Think about what you're saying with that. This is why I call it the emperor's new clothes. Even the word drink itself is like cognitive dissonance at its finest. It's completely deluding yourself into believing something that's not true. The word itself, drink, we're supposed to drink. Without drinking, we die much sooner without eating. But we're not just talking about drinking, are we? When we talk about drinking, we're not talking really about normal drinking, which would be drinking clean, healthy, life-giving water. We're talking about drinking alcohol. Alcohol is a toxin, a neurotoxin. It's a physical poison. It's a group 1 carcinogen. That's the same category as tobacco, same category as asbestos. It's the direct cause of over 200 different medical conditions, many of them deadly. But when we say normal drinking, we mean deliberately consuming a cancerous, toxic liquid. Yes, it's a crutch, right? Everyone that ever drank treats it as a crutch of one form or another. Yes, there's lots of other people that are doing it. Yes, it's part of our cultural mainstream, particularly the Western cultures. And yes, it's normal. There's a lot of people doing it. But normal doesn't mean healthy. It doesn't mean right. It doesn't mean smart. It doesn't mean logical. Normal in this case usually means avoiding reality. Real quick, we've a few places left on our private 30-day coaching group. We start on Monday. I'll be with you every step of the way. Lots of group video calls, my private WhatsApp number, and you can even get it for free. The link is in the description if you're interested. So once you put alcohol into your mouth and you swallow it, your body just doesn't give a fuck why you did it. Your stomach and your liver and your kidneys don't care that you've had a shitty day or that you're just trying to calm down. When the alcohol is passing through your blood-brain barrier neat, it's not diluted in any way. When it's pickling your brain for a few hours, your brain takes no account of the peer pressure that made you drink it or the buzz that you're trying to get on. Physically, your body treats alcohol in one way, and that's as a poison, right? The poison that it is, the toxin that it is. Just think about the liver, right? Your liver's got over 500 different functions to do, 500 different specific jobs that it has to do, over 500, that it needs to do to keep you functioning, to keep you functioning as a normal, healthy adult. And as soon as you drink alcohol, your liver prioritizes alcohol over everything else until the danger is past. Everything else, my normal drinking was between 6 and 10 pints. Half a pint of beer is about what a healthy adult male liver can metabolize in 1 hour. That's a healthy adult male, so a young adult male. Me at 40 years of age, probably a bit less than that, so maybe 1 pint every 3 hours. And I'm drinking 10, so that's 30 hours that my body is not doing. I'm not allowing my liver to go through all those processes that it needs to do to keep me being a normal, functioning, healthy adult. So think about that. Every time you drink, your liver is not doing what it's supposed to do. And if you're a woman, this is even worse because your liver is only 2/3 the size of a male liver of your size and weight. The liver is not doing the things that it needs to do to keep you functioning properly. And why I'm saying alcohol moderation is a poor choice is because even if you're moderating alcohol, even if you're cutting down and you're only drinking maybe at the weekends, it's continuing to do the damage. It continues and deepens the delusion that alcohol is any good for you, that you should be putting alcohol into your body, even in small amounts. It's one of these, I think it's what they call a sunk cost fallacy at its finest. I've put many years into this set of beliefs and ideas about alcohol, I come from an alcohol culture. It's just surrounded me. And I've put so much money across that bar. And I'm not stupid, right? So I'm not giving up without a fight. So I'm going to moderate instead. Even though you know the reality of it. Even though you know every time you get up with a hangover, that's telling you what you need to know. You don't have to look outside of yourself, right? You never have to look outside of yourself at other people, at society, at alcoholics, whatever. It's looking outside of yourself that when you start to see that destruction in other people, the diseases and, the people living in doorways, these things don't affect you the way that you think they would, because you're always going to make unrealistic comparisons in your own mind. You're making unrealistic expectations about your own capacity to be able to handle this. And you're saying to yourself things like, this is not me. You'll always see other people's terrible behaviors as not being you, as being them. They can't handle this stuff. They can't handle their alcohol. How many times have you heard that in the past, right? I'm not on that level. I'm not there in that doorway, right? I'm not there. Look at that person there, scruffy. He's there because of some other reason, right? He's a proper alcoholic, a real alcoholic. I'm a functioning person with a job and a family and a bank account. So things can't be that bad for me. Now, you'll keep pushing that boundary and making these ludicrous comparisons until you just can't make them anymore, until you're actually the one living in the doorway, or whatever the equivalent is for you. That wake-up call, the moment where you see things for the reality, when you can't hide from where alcohol has taken you in life, all the things that it's robbed you of, how deeply this delusion has gotten inside your head. You can stop it all by facing into the reality that no amount of alcohol is safe. No amount of alcohol is healthy or smart. No amount of alcohol is ever going to give you the things that you need in life. So moderation is a lie. Moderation is a con to keep you drinking. Moderation is always a choice, but it's a poor choice because it's keeping you blinkered to the toxic reality of every single drop of alcohol that you allow to pass your lips. All right, take care. Onwards and upwards.